Good evening, Scare fans. This week, we are playing Session 2 of They Came from Devil's Reef. Last week, our fan favorites... Too loud! Last week, our fan favorite Furiously Fantastic Femmes and Fellows received their orders from their clandestine government bosses and headed to the quiet town of Innsmouth, Massachusetts. After taking a walk about town and getting settled into the Gilman Hotel, they found an odd fellow to ferry them across the bay and out to Devil's Reef, so they could investigate the secret government prison hidden within the reef and find out why they called for help but then never replied. The fearless investigators' explorations were hampered by a terribly squamous storm of colossal strength. They made their way into the facility grounds, only to be suddenly attacked by shadowy villains as they tried to take shelter from the storm. So everyone gather in a little closer to the fire because it's very cold and dark out there, and we have another terrifying tale to tell you. I'm Tyler, Eldritch Echoes on the web, and I will be your director tonight. Our Scream Kings and Queen are all here, so I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Tell us who you are, guys, and who you're playing.
Hi, I'm at Space Lord PJs. I'll be playing the gruff Hawaiian shirt wearing ex-military Navy man Master Chief Larry Lawrence.
Is it I? It is I. Okay, so I'm Sarah Sullivan, and you can find me on Twitter at Neat Sullivan and everywhere else as Neat & Co Designs. I will be playing our guy, girl, government robot, androgynous, they, them, master of disguise, Alex Koshkin.
Hello. Oh.
Steve, you are muted.
I was muted. Hello, everybody. Hi, I am Steve. It was Vorpal Tales. Tonight I will be playing Dr. Franklin, the brilliant scientific mind who has never eaten a hush puppy. And you can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade.
And my name is Devin. You can find me at Sorta Sully on Twitter. And I will be playing Jim Nathan, the overall wearing everyman.
Okay, now that everyone knows who we are, shameless plug time. Please remember to like and subscribe to Vorpal Tales and Onyx Path on YouTube. Follow us at Vorpal Tales and Onyx Path here on Twitch, and leave comments and subscribe if you're feeling awesome. It helps us all a lot. We truly appreciate it. We love all of you, and it helps us keep this going even in the night, in the dark. You can find our crew when we aren't on the Onyx Path channel on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at, once again, Vorpal Tales. And on our website, vorpaltales.com. It's a lot of Vorpal Tales. We play a variety of games. Currently, Mutants and Masterminds on Mondays. Also, World Chronicles of Darkness on Mondays, starting the 29th. Beginning with Mage 20th, Technocracy Reloaded. And on Fridays, we play D&D. Also, a special thank you to Onyx Path Publishing for always being involved with the streamers of their games and making the awesome games for us to play. Additionally, thanks to Sirenscape, because you can't have a B-movie without B-movie music. And thanks to my brother at N8Mid for an endless list of custom Roll20 character sheets. In other news, the Onyx Path Virtual Convention was amazing. If you missed it, go check out the videos on YouTube and Twitch. Gehenna Gaming are the best. Thanks to everyone who put in all the effort to make it happen for us people. I had an amazing time behind the scenes, and Steve got to play some Cavaliers of Mars and Mummy and had a hell of a good time.
Amazing.
Told. Also, the Legend Lore for 5th edition Kickstarter is live right now. It's fully funded. Woo!
Yeah.
So if you haven't gone and backed it yet, head over and help it reach some stretch goals. Additionally, as Pride Month continues, Twitch has added a new feature to help celebrate inclusivity, diversity, and equality. You can now unlock Pride-themed emotes, and Twitch will donate money to both the Trevor Project and the National Black Justice Coalition through July 15th for every paid sub, gift sub, or cheer of 300 bits or more, up to a total contribution of 300 grand to each organization. Also, you'll permanently earn Pride emotes and can gift them to your community, so go get some awesome new emotes. Finally, make sure you check out the other awesome shows on the Onyx Path channel and go check them out on their own channels too. We've got Pugmire and Legend Lore, Dystopia Rising, Changeling the Dreaming, Mage the Awakening, and even the Deviant the Renegades. And next week, Scarred Lands will be back too. Outside of Twitch, check out Occultist Anonymous for some more awesome Mage, and A Bunch of Gamers for some more awesome They Came From Beneath the Sea. Both of those can be found on YouTube. While you're there, check out our channel for our backlog of awesome adventures and terrifying tales. And now fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
I just want to put it out there that if anyone wants to buy me those pride emojis, you'd make one pan girl pretty happy.
You should all do it. One of you should do it. You should all race to do it. Okay. Time to double check aspirations. Dr. Franklin, please tell me your 2 short and 1 long-term aspiration.
So in an attempt to stretch out the narrative of this and not just XP farm, I did not complete my short aspiration of try a hush puppy for the first time. So I still have that one. I want to read the secret basis scientific and medical files. Those are my 2 short. And then my long will be complete a full autopsy of an alien creature.
Okay. Master Chief, what you got?
My 2 shorts are tell off a superior officer and torpedo a giant aquatic monster. And then I actually have 2 longs because you guys told me to do 2. See a mission through with everyone surviving and drive a submarine into a giant sea creature.
Awesome.
I will point out that your second short aspiration is a few sessions away, but it can be done in 1 session. It's not like the last session thing.
Well, it's staying,
You're
so...
good. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay. Jimmy boy, what you got?
Where I have my 2 short aspirations, which are shoot a fish man in the face. I hope to be able to do this one this time. And I figured the next one is going to be I'm going to try and stop someone from getting hurt. Like, whether jumping in the way or just preventing something stupid. And then the long one is break a submarine because I want to blow one up or somehow destroy it. If we're on it, oops.
I love the multiple submarine aspirations. This is going to be awesome.
And last but not least, Alex.
So my short ones I did not accomplish last time. I'm hoping to this time. But the first one is use my government cred, i.e. show a card or ID. Second one is confirm a conspiracy theory to be true. And the long aspiration I have is keep my country I'm officially spying for a secret.
Okay. Any questions from anyone before we dive in?
What country are you spying for?
I can't tell you.
For me, not for Alex.
Oh,
I just realized if there was a government pig, it would be a secret agent ham.
God damn it. We're barely even out of intros.
Agent Oinkers.
I applaud her self-control in waiting this long.
Oh my.
I mean, is it really self-control? Is it?
Admittedly,
Self-control.
admittedly, that one was a bit lacking of self-control.
See if I can get this just right so I don't blow anyone away. Does that sound on your end, Steve?
Fine for me, but I have my siren escape controls. Like, I'm sliding my volume.
Okay. Switching immediately to Danger Storm music because when we left on a cliffhanger and a shadowy shape was looming out of the darkness to attack you while you tried to get into the shed to escape the storm.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna just unlock the door.
So, we're going to jump right in with initiative. So roll your initiative, which is cunning plus a skill that fits this instance, which means we're going to have several different initiatives. For Jim, it's going to be cunning plus larceny because you're trying to get into the shed. For the other 3 of you, it's going to be cunning plus either survival or athletics you choose. Roll
Oh.
away.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I do cunning plus command because I want to tell them to get behind me?
No, because it has to be what you're doing when we roll the initiative. However, that'll be an awesome first action since we haven't done that yet.
Alex does have 2 dots in larceny if you need it.
Yeah. What do we got to grift the fish man? Like, I got some brain pills you can buy there, Mr. Fishman. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure that was an episode of Leverage.
I got some.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Crap! I totally forgot I was supposed to roll cunning and what
Survival.
Survival or athletics for Alex and Master Chief.
I'm just gonna
and
roll mine. Just
Dr.
get
Frank.
something on the board. I got no successes.
I got
I,
2 successes. 3. Wow. Okay. Cool.
You know what, you guys? Dr. Franklin's smart, so he doesn't move fast.
Alex moves hella quick.
4 successes. Boom.
Jeez.
I feel like I just jumped right into this with the wrong initiative. Let me double check that.
Nope. Too late.
Too many games. Hold
It's
on.
already on the board. No, it's on the board. It's already there. You just got to roll with it, literally.
But bumped.
Not as good as Sarah's, but I mean, I'll take it.
D20s all around.
So
Different.
while Tyler's looking that up, so we're at the shed, which is where we ran in the storm, because the base was a little further away. We want to get out of the rain. So the 3 of us it's Jim is attempting to actually open the shed door and get us in, and now there's this looming shadow coming at us. So, I had a sample. That's right. I have a sample of a Shawn or
Yeah,
Master
you got the
Chief.
sample.
John grabbed him.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
grabbed
just
me.
saved you.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool.
I did do it wrong or awesome because I'm the best at besting.
All right, sweet.
I'm not the best at besting, but I did do it right. Okay. Continue your thoughts, Dr. Franklin, though, while I roll initiative for the monster.
I was just trying to remember exactly like where we were and set everything back up and kind of how we were. So, Master Chief, keep
There
me
were those
alive,
two.
please.
There were the 2 buildings, and the one blew up because of lightning.
Oh, right. Their lightning like blew
Oh,
up a
that's
thing.
right.
Yeah, that's why we're in this one, because it's the only one that was left.
That's right.
And this hopefully will have, stuff because it was
Man, this is
garage-esque.
it's a hell of a storm.
Yeah.
Would you say it's rocking you like a hurricane?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, here I am.
Let's recover this real quick. Dr. Franklin, how many successes? You got none. You got a failure, right?
That's correct. I had no successes.
Oh, hey, do we get dice pool for that?
Not for initiative. Master Chief.
What? Garbage. I got 3 successes.
Alex. Alex got 4. Thank you.
4.
Sorry, I didn't recognize my fake name.
That's how good your cover is.
Jim.
I got 1.
And the bad guy got 3. So your initiative is 4, 3, 1, and 0. You can decide which of you goes in which slot. It will be initiative 4, initiative 3, monster, initiative 1, initiative 0.
I have to stress Jim goes first to get this door open.
Well, that's a good question. Did I finish opening the door first, or is
No.
that... No, okay.
Nope, we're going to have to do that under pressure. It's going to be good times.
Ooh.
Complications. Get
I
some
thought I
rolls
rolled
going.
that last time, though, with half the pot.
Under pressure.
Wasn't that what I rolled?
Under pressure.
You did.
Darren.
But drama.
Okay.
Did a Darren?
I think you just did the Vanilla Ice version.
Shh. Nah, he stole that.
So we put Jim in slot 4. Who's in 3?
Commander.
Yeah, Master Chief, so
Master
he
Chief,
can
got it.
punch
I'll
the
go.
fish man.
You punched that
then-
fish man.
Who's after the monster and who's dead last?
I think Dr. Franklin should be dead last because he's useless right now.
Don't die. Alex is suddenly in a ninja uniform, ready to kick some butt.
Makes
No one
perfect
knows
sense to
when or
me.
why.
So if this was a movie or even a comic book, the amount of like pausing and changing to Alex's outfit is just
But there's never a pause.
I don't know what you're
It's
Right.
just
talking
the camera
about. I
moves
never
away.
pause.
The camera
Right.
moves back, new outfit.
but there's like time.
I
behind
have
the
never
scenes.
changed the outfit. I don't know
No,
what you're
nope,
talking
never
about.
changed. That's right.
No
You're right.
sundress,
Exactly.
no
That
is
suit,
right.
nothing.
Right. That
You
was
guys trying to break the fourth wall. Also, +1
All
to the
normal.
momentum pool for me invalidating Jim's lockpick roll from last week.
Okay.
So,
Hey, we still got the experience for it.
yes, you got the experience. That's why we did that. So, first in the round is going to be Jim, the creature that's lunging at you out of the storm. You can't quite tell what it is. It's misshapen, and its arm is bumpy and thick and has what looks like claws on the end, but you can't get a good look at it because of the driving rain and the wind and the lightning and the fact that it's pitch dark, all of which are also making your life hard, giving you +2 complications to your lockpick roll. You need 3
Ooh.
successes.
Oh god.
Ooh.
3 successes per lock, or per turn. You need to do 3 turn tumbles, like in a video game.
Oh god.
Oh no! Can we just dynamite the door?
You don't have any.
But wait,
What happened-
if I send the door a letter, and the letter self-destructs, the letter is
Oh.
bomb. It explodes the door.
wow.
But then someone would have to collect the mail, and the only people here are you.
I have always been person that works for postal office.
Since the beginning, Postmaster General.
Exactly, the very beginning.
I mean, you can use your action to run for the mailbox. It's way over there.
Thought I could like write my
Valiant effort.
Alright.
All right,
so-
Jim, let's go.
Jim.
Alright.
You got this.
Ooh.
Ooh.
2 successes. That means you'd managed to turn the first tumbler, but your lockpick breaks.
Uh-oh.
Remember that thing that I said will rarely ever happen, where you have to change the difficulty of the roller? When you click on the character sheet and it says 8, it's 9 now. However, you got your first tumbler turned and +1 to the momentum pool.
It's a
Two
shame
now.
that Nightingale's not here. She's part Tumblr pigeon.
Wow.
I don't want to see her trying to fly in the storm. All right, Master, Master Chief,
Punch it.
So
it is lunging at you.
what with command? What can I do with that skill?
Let's look it up because that's actually an awesome question. It actually does let you do some stuff. Skills.
You kind of like a third base coach.
Yeah, I kind of want to like give some signals.
Yeah, you just kind of stand there and you're like, stop, come, home.
Right. Or just
Get
like
down.
You know.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, totally.
No, Steve, I don't have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, cool. Just checking on you, man.
Yeah.
Okay. That word comes up a lot.
Is this one of those skills that the game expects you to use a lot that we've just ignored?
No, I
Well-
mean, when I'm searching for the word, and I'm like, that was a terrible idea. I should have used the index.
Yeah.
The word command in a book of this size comes up often.
Okay, hold on. Command. I found it.
Thank you.
67. Command is skill allows character to bark dive, have everyone say how deep. Based on it, it just says the dots and what it would do. 1, functionary, those who can do, those who can't, you know the drill. 2, administrator. Sometimes you get others to do what you want if you ask nicely. 3, director, organizing is an art form that you are mastering. 4,
So-
honcho.
So it sounds like he can basically.
So it looks
get
like this is
people-
mostly for extras. However, I'm going to let you use it. And if you get at least 1 success, you will provide a +1 enhancement to everyone who comes after you for this turn.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do is like bark in order for him to get that goddamn door open.
Do it.
Alex, flank me, get in a flanking position, and Doctor, don't die.
Go flank
Also, since-
yourself.
Also, since that's a verbal thing, I will also let you still either take cover or punch the monster after you roll command.
Okay. Is it just command that I'm rolling, or is
It would
there
be
another-
command plus, if you're barking orders, it would be your force.
Like
Mental.
presence. Yeah.
presence?
Yes. Or social. Force, social, not mental. One success is enough. Plus 1 enhancement to all 3 of you
Cool.
for
And then
your next turn.
I just kind of want to gut check this thing.
So that would be close combat plus strength, just for a straight punch.
Might.
Yes, sorry, might.
Mighty Mighty Master Chief.
Oh shit!
Oh
really?
man.
Oh.
Yikes.
Plus 1 to the momentum pool.
Who's keeping track of that, by the way? I think we're at 3 now.
Me, I was muted.
Okay.
Okay. Jim's got that. Yeah, you're at 3. Master Chief swings, and it actually catches his fist and does that terrible twist with the popping of tendons.
Oh.
Wait, is this considered? What's considered a destroyer in this game?
This monster is... I actually did mark that down because that mattered. A spy, which means G-men get 1 additional die on physical rolls against this, and it gains 1 die on mental rolls against G-men. So this helps Alex.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, for those watching, each kind of monster by classification gives 1 archetype a bonus and gets a bonus against that archetype. They're their nemesis.
That's cool.
Okay. It's pretty cool, yeah. All right, no actual damage. That was just for dramatic effect, Master Chief. However, the Gilman is going to try to return the favor and gut check you.
Oh!
4 successes.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
All right. Now we're going to do some cool stunts. Although this is probably not going to be very cool for the Master Chief. Let's do... Increased damage isn't fun. Let's do knockdown, see how that works. It's on page 91 for anyone interested. So he needed 1 success to hit you because your defense is 1 at the moment. And a knockdown requires 1 additional success, which means he pushes or kicks you, knocking you prone, leaving him 2 successes. So that means you will take 2 damage, which you can then you can accept, which then makes you fill out your whole first damage rank and immediately get the bonus. Or you can try to resist and you roll stamina to avoid some or all of the damage.
I'm gonna resist that. Thank you
Roll
very
stamina.
much. I actually have Shake It Off. You grew up in a world where the hits keep coming even when you can't take them anymore. You've learned how to shrug off when you can take a hit and keep on going. Roll 1 extra die to shrug it off after damage is declared against you.
Nice.
So,
You're the tank.
Stamina with the modifier of 1?
Yes, correct. Because the modifier in our sheet adds a die to the roll. 4 successes, you managed to shrug off all of the damage, but you are kicked in the gut and you hit the wall, the garage door wall of sheet metal, which makes that wonderful sheet metal noise, and you hit the ground on your butt.
Ow. Fishman.
Alex.
Okay. So before I do anything, I'm gonna use one of my quips.
And for it.
Yeah.
In character, let's see what you got.
Okay. I'm sorry, Gilman, Fishman. Not really your type, or you're not my type. You just don't have the tentacles I need.
I'm for it.
That's 1 positive vote. Franklin? Jim?
I'm for it.
Plus 1 dice. Quip successfully delivered.
Yes. So I'm going to use my, if I can, skill with a pew pew. I have 2 dots in aim.
You whip out your pistol, which, by the way, in this game doesn't actually change the roll, so you can all have whatever flavor weapon you'd like as long as it's common. The only stuff that'll really change your rolls will be like big weapons or monster weapons. which will come in the form of enhancements.
And
Can I
then
have a big weapon that I made that doesn't really work that well?
At the hotel, because that's part of the complication you're about to run into, yes.
And then which attribute do I use with this?
Your choice of cunning for aiming or dexterity for motor skills.
I'm gonna go with cunning. That's my best skill there.
Either way, because you're doing a ranged attack in the storm, it's +1 complication. You need 2 successes.
So my quip cancels out the complication.
Ooh.
The quip actually gives you an extra dice and may do more than cancel out the complication because it could explode.
Oh.
Because 10s are worth 2 in this
Okay.
game.
You can't see it, but I'm closing my eyes.
5
Whoa!
successes.
Wow.
That is 3 extra successes. You could throw in a stunt. You can't disarm him because he doesn't have a weapon that you can remove. You could blind him, knock him down, grapple him, shove him, or just do straight damage.
I was just gonna do straight damage.
Straight damage it is. He will try to resist your bullet as it pierces him right in the front, and you actually see the suit tear because, again, they ran out of money because you guys were overpaid on the budget of the sequel. And like, instead of the squib popping out, it just like squirts like a broken ketchup packet.
That was realistic, but the sets were the ones that were cheap.
No. The big monsters are realistic.
Oh,
Not the
okay,
moves.
okay. Gotcha.
The important ones. All right.
That's great.
The thing that Shawn's going to destroy.
Yeah, I mean, problem.
There's a couple of them, but that is
Hopefully.
in fact one of them, yes.
Take that, fishman.
You hit him, and he still takes damage. His hide seems scaly and tough. You're not sure he's a fishman because you can't get a clear look. He's a fishman. But whatever he is, the bullet didn't hit him as impactfully as you thought it might, but he does stumble back. All right, Doc, what do you got?
So, oh man, I'm trying to remember the thing. Okay, so, I'm Doctor. Master Chief Lawrence told me, told me to stay. Don't die. So primarily, don't die. But I want to look around. Is there, like any sort of like potted plant or anything heavy I can just slightly pick up?
So if you remember, flashback to the previous episode, there were 2 garage bunkers. One of them exploded terrifically and amazingly, like a high-budget movie, and it scattered bits of concrete and wood and metal everywhere, so yes.
Okay, so I'll pick up like a half busted up piece of like cinder block. Okay, and I'll pick that up and I want to get behind the monster and raise the cinder block up over my head and just like, arms kind of wobbly because it's even a half a cinder block's a little too much for Dr. Franklin. Sorry to throw a hairnet on your evil plans. And I want to bring the cinder block down on top of his head.
Master Chief, does he get your vote for his quip?
You know what? The doc's trying. So I'll let
Alex.
it go.
I always forget that's one of his quips, and
So he
yeah,
uses it.
I'm gonna have to exactly, just like the sweetbread for our wonderful Larry Lawrence. So,
Jim.
yeah.
Sorry. Jim.
All right, back to unlocking this door.
No. I mean, does he get your vote? Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's a +1 to your dice roll, sir.
+1 to my
For
dice
some
roll.
reason, I thought he'd already finished.
All right.
First, we got to see if he dramatically smacks him or dramatically makes a hilarious failure.
So here comes my shockingly okay close combat roll. 3 successes.
Much like the Master Chief's punch, you had the complication as well, so you have 1 success left over. This seems like an appropriate time to knock him down with the stun.
Yeah, I definitely want to knock him, as I bring it down, I just want to, force him down and, knock him over.
You raise up the cinder block, and you bring it down on his head, and there's no slow motion yet, 'cause it's the 50s, but if there were, you would see the cinder block impact the head of the suit and fold in the middle because it's actually cardboard. And the definitely a gill man, even though you can't tell it's a gill man, falls over, stunned. Now it's back to Jim. Get that door open.
Oh my goodness, the door! I gotta get this door open. Sorry, that's the wrong accent. Oh man, I gotta get this door open real quick, lads.
Better.
Oh my goodness, no, I forgot it's even harder. Oh my goodness, I actually got 2 successes again.
Hell yeah.
So
Them tans.
So you managed to turn the second tumbler. Second tumbler was only a +1 complication, so you succeed without any additional terrible side effect. Master Chief.
He slowly picks himself up. I'd known you were coming. I would have baked you a sweet bread.
Alex, does he get your vote for the quip?
I
We're going to call that a yes, Jim.
Right?
That was too awful not to say yes to.
Yes, correct.
Oh
Yeah, he
my
gets the yes
I-
because it's awful.
It's so bad. The only reason I'm going to say yes is because I like this concept of all three of us back to back to back using our
Whipping
quips
monster.
as we kick this poor man in a monster suit just over and over again.
He's getting paid.
Larry, you got some weird things going on with who you like to cook for.
Oh.
+1 die, Master Chief. What would you like to do?
Kick him in the head.
Close combat plus smite. +1.
Oh, so I've used that one before. Does it? And it.
Not in this session, and it's only session to session. It resets at the beginning of the
Oh,
session. Up to 5.
okay. So I gotta reset all these. Makes me sad.
Just like the momentum pool resets, but you're still at 3.
What am I doing? Okay, I'm still at 3. What?
Momentum because of the immediate
Oh,
failures when we started.
Yeah. This +1. Nope, not 14.
Good
I already
God.
know I want to blind this thing. So,
So-
that-
So the monster is next. So what happens is you kick the monster right under the jaw, and the camera is zoomed in on it, but you can see the mask actually come off and go bouncing down the street. And
Wow.
and the camera immediately zooms away and zooms in on the Master Chief. And when it zooms back to the monster, it has its mask back on. And it's stumbling off into the storm, running away from you, where it bounces off of one of the cars and trips and falls and slides behind it, stands up, runs into the woods where you see it trip and fall again because it can't see, and it disappears into the storm.
Awesome. Awesome.
Larry, I think you
Real
gave
life.
that thing a splitting headache.
good. Get that door open.
Get that door open, Jim. Give us that last roll.
Ah, Captain. Oh, wait, you're not a captain. You're a corporal now, aren't you?
Just get the door open.
Whatever you say, sir. Bam! 3
All right.
successes. Finally.
You have +1 enhancement to your next larceny-related roll. Mark that down because that was one more than you needed.
Sweet.
No real stunt to be done here. You get the lock open and you slide into the garage/hangar and slam the door shut behind you. It's very dark in here.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
I don't think they were ever on. Is there like a light switch or anything, or is just the power out?
Oh, it's really dark. Can you find it? Try rolling. Let's do survival plus cunning. You've never been in here before. It's pitch dark, and the rain is drumming on the sheet metal. It's very disorienting.
1 success.
1 success. +1 to the momentum pool. You manage to find the light switch, and you're like, is it up or down? I'm pretty sure it's down. Yank! It shorts out and zaps you when you go sliding across the floor and take 1 damage. But the lights come on.
Awesome.
Because it's one of those big, giant, up-down breaker switches, because of course it is. The fluorescent lights start coming on bank by bank. The building itself looks like it was for housing vehicles to move around the reef. So it's got some Jeeps in here and stuff for maintaining and fixing Jeeps. Tools, tool benches.
Okay.
And these are old World War II or Korean War military style Jeeps. Appears to be empty though.
This room or the entire is the entire bunker?
When I say it's not a bunker, you went into the garage.
To a garage.
All right.
Okay.
The bunker's under the lighthouse, which you're not in.
Which we're not in yet. Okay.
You were going to decide if you were going to wait it out to storm in here or at least regroup because you were getting pelted.
Yeah. Okay.
Take it away.
Were we smart enough to bring torches?
Well, it's not dark, so.
Right. After Master Chief finds the light switch, pulls it, and gets electrocuted doing it,
Got it.
Jim's like, I got a flashlight.
Okay. So we can see the entire room. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. And there's nothing in here.
I can see it a little bit brighter over here.
There's
where I'm
Jeeps in
kind of,
here and tool benches and equipment to maintain and repair Jeeps. There's no people in here.
There are makeshift weapons in here and vehicle.
So how much of this has got gas in the tanks?
Perhaps we should find out for future cocktail.
Or just random tanks of gasoline.
There are gasoline containers in here, yes.
Full?
Let's call that technology plus intellect.
Alright.
Two successes. Had a complication of +1 for not knowing how military Jeeps work in the Korean War because you haven't been in service since World War II. However, you're able to figure out where they keep them and how to unlatch them from the things they keep them hooked into the back of the Jeep with so they can't be stolen. So yes, 1 in each Jeep. That is 20 gallons of gasoline. 5 gallons per jug.
Is there anything useful in any of these Jeeps? Anything
Fine, useful.
distinct about them? Like, are there any stowed away weapons or tools or anything?
There are no weapons, but this garage is full of tools of all kinds that you would use to maintain and repair cars, trucks.
Okay, so like hand tools, power tools, all that kind of stuff.
There are power tools, but no battery-powered ones as it's 1953. However, there are many, many large wrenches.
Okay.
So we should all take a wrench to protect ourselves.
Okay. Wait. If there's gasoline, is there a chainsaw?
There is not a chainsaw in this shed. May have been in the other one, but that's gone now.
I'd like to look for any paperwork.
Yeah.
The only paperwork you find in here is work records for maintaining the Jeeps.
How about a facility map?
No.
Actually,
There is a map of the reef itself, but not the inside of the lighthouse, which does to you. If this was a normal facility, there should be one. There's not, which is distinctive in that it's missing. It's definitely secret. But the reef itself, you can now see, has T-junction of roads that kind of wind in and out across the atoll in the 4 main directions.
since we have that log, When was the last time that anything in here was serviced or anything was like recorded?
4 hours before your superiors told you the first cry for help came from the prison.
Okay. There's no bodies, there's no sense of struggle, no blood, no nothing.
No.
Okay.
You feel like whatever happened, the people that were working in here ran into the lighthouse to help. Nothing happened here.
Okay. That's kind of what I thought. All right. Are there any bottles to make cocktails from? Cans?
Facility keys.
There is a key ring, and it does have keys for the Jeep, and it looks like keys maybe for the lighthouse, but it doesn't have any special-looking keys.
I'm still.
However,
taking
your instructions did tell you how the lift works. Remember when we did our opening flashback scene, you saw the guards do the books in a pattern? Master Chief has that pattern once you're inside the lighthouse.
Okay.
Bottles-wise, there's metal containers in here, but not glass ones. Probably are in the lighthouse. There's lots of cloth to use for rags, though.
I am very
And
good
string.
at making the cocktails.
There's lots of cloth for rags and string for fuses.
Kind of want to barricade the door and then just say, we'll hold out here for a bit and see if the rain doesn't let up.
So the door has a bar that you push down and locks in place.
Okay, cool.
So yes, you can hole up in here and wait out the storm. And I will hand you the scene so you can roleplay that for a moment before we move to the next scene. Roleplay just being attacked by some weird monster and a crazy, super strong storm that came out of nowhere seems really weird.
Told you they were real. Goddamn fishmen.
But how can the fishmen control the weather?
I don't know, maybe like there's a fishman who's got like who can talk to fish and has like a trident and he like raises it and it like it's just
are
like
you talking about what's his name? Ariel's dad.
We're talking about the magic, and the magic does not exist.
I'm
Only the
just saying.
sci-fi.
Oh well, okay, so it's an alien with a weather control dominating device.
Okay, first off, one, science is not fiction. I do not appreciate the accusation. Two, we have no evidence to declare that the weather and the fishmen are connected.
But you don't have evidence to say that they're not connected.
It is strange coincidence indeed.
You can't start with a null hypothesis, Master Chief.
We just did.
But
No.
you can't refute his argument.
Well,
Wait,
I mean,
what does hippopotamus have to do with it?
no, look,
maybe they're experimenting on
leave-
them like the eels.
Master Chief, leave the science to the doctor, okay? You just-
Hippopotamus men?
We
Oh,
can't
God,
deal with
that sounds
hippopotamus men right now.
Hippopotamus.
He said empty hippopotamus. I do not understand.
Right. You know what? I
Okay.
think we should all just lay low here, and then we'll see what the weather does.
But what about them people inside the facility?
I
mean,
think it's
still
safe
in
to
trouble.
assume they're all dead.
As a refresher for Jim, that emergency alert was received 3 weeks ago. It took that long to organize.
That's right.
Yeah, because the government has rapid response time for that sort of thing.
Well, there's paperwork to be filled out. There's, you got to have meetings.
Hey, I know all about.
Also, it took them a week to find Alex.
I know all about them rapid response. They just sent me a letter last week telling me my parents are dead.
Jesus.
When did they die?
I hadn't known them my whole life. I was orphaned, remember?
Oh, right. So how did they know they were your parent? It doesn't matter.
Okay, so the consensus is you're going to hole up here till the storm passes?
That's my
I
idea.
think
Everybody
that's the
can-
play.
Yes, and then we find the hippopotamus.
Right.
Yep.
It takes several hours for that to happen. Long enough for you all to catch a couple hours of nap while you take turns watching the door, because fishmen and fish people. And eventually the storm abates and passes. And,
And
it
then we
starts to
open
get
up
and it starts to get grossly hot in here because
Oh, gross.
you turned on the lights, but not the air conditioning circulation.
Okay. A little.
Also, you're kind of hungry now.
Did they
It's
leave any?
fine. I have been trained from young age to endure the vast heat and the vast cold.
Are there
at
any
ballet.
rations or
Is
anything?
there a-
Especially in
yeah,
the
there has to be a break
Siberian
room
cold
here,
that
right?
happens in Tennessee.
No, it's a work.
Yeah,
Shit.
the
There-
people who work in this shed work here all day. I imagine when they clock out, they just go home. Like
No, the lighthouse has the break room.
Oh, I'm
they
sure
don't have a
there's
break room
food
in their
around here.
workspace.
No,
Steve,
to
what do you think
describe
this
the
is?
lighthouse. Well,
Socialism?
You'll have to wait. You'll understand why when you exit the shed.
Fine.
I'm just gonna look around and find myself some food here. I mean, I know there's got to be a banana or something around here.
There is
Are
no
there-
food in this shed.
There's no rations or MREs or anything like that.
No.
There's no guy with a sweet tooth that keeps like a Hershey bar tucked in like
Brownie?
a drawer.
It's very clear that this army base has very exacting standards that are met and maintained.
Okay.
We should have collected the fishman.
I mean, I don't
Don't
think
say
they're
it.
edible.
Don't say it.
Mm-mm.
So you're saying we were gonna have some sushi?
There it is.
Sushi, we build fire with gasoline, have barbecue salmon.
Well,
Don't know
wait.
what fishman tastes like, but I'm sure it will taste like fish.
We don't really have enough rice for sushi, so sashimi. That's the stuff.
I don't
We-
eat sushi. Anything that is not made in America, I do not eat.
What? But you brought. You know what? Doesn't matter. All right, let's go open that door and see what it looks like outside.
Okay. You throw open the bar holding the door shut, and you go out the metal door, and you look around, and it's evening now. It's twilight, but it's a glorious sunset. Remember, you got here in like the afternoon. It's been hours.
Mhm.
However, you can clearly see the lighthouse now, and it makes you do a double take because this lighthouse is like 3 times the size of what you picture a quaint New England lighthouse being, where a lighthouse keeper and his family lives in it. This thing is like, what's a good equivalent?
Industrial
It's the si-
lighthouse.
It's the size of the base of it is the size of a regular Walmart if it was round. Not a super Walmart. Those old original Walmarts. They were like a Target. Yeah, it's like a Target.
Okay. Cool.
You know, if this place
So
was any
It's
bigger,
Target Mart.
it'd
It's
be
a
like
Walgett.
a store, like a superstore.
That does not exist.
it's like
What's that? That's nonsense.
it's like a big box.
Oh, a waste of space.
Like if there was a store with big boxes where you buy stuff in bulk. Yeah.
Like a big store,
That's a
of 4
dumbass.
Buy stuff in
boxes.
bulk. That's a
Right.
terrible idea.
Yes,
No.
it's a
Mama and
terrible
Papa
idea.
would disapprove of big store of boxes.
Why would you want so much extra?
Well, it's cheap, so you buy more of it.
That makes no sense whatsoever. Everyone knows the more that you buy, the more expensive it is.
I don't.
Now,
think
see,
that's-
it's like
what?
this.
No, it
That's
doesn't
what
matter.
it is.
All right,
That's what
let's
I'm
go on to
exactly
the other.
saying. This only cost me 5 cents. What the hell do I need 30 of them for?
You look up and you realize the thing he's waving around is a candy bar.
Where'd you get that?
What are
He
you
is
talking about?
truly
Where'd I get
secret
it?
agent.
I've had it the whole time. I was eating something earlier too.
You didn't think to share with friends, your compatriots.
You didn't ask.
Your comrades.
Friends,
We were literally looking for food like 2
Okay,
hours
okay,
ago.
okay.
friends, there's a secret government
Alex, you say
facility.
comrade, that sounds kind of like
Sounds very southern.
It is southern, don't you know? I am from the Kentucky.
The Kentucky, yeah, your yeehaw accent. All right, we're going into the
It is
lighthouse.
the yeehaw blood.
Friends,
Grab your
there's
wrenches and
a
let's
secret
go.
government facility with a cafeteria, I imagine, 100 feet that way. So let's go there.
Let us find the Hall of Messes.
Yes.
Right.
You head over to the lighthouse, and the door is hanging slightly open. That's ominous.
Kind of peek inside.
It's dark.
Look.
Everything is trashed.
It's
You
like
don't know if a fight happened here or if the storm got in. Everything's wet and blown all over the place.
is it like
were there-
actual dirt and stuff leading up to the door here?
Yeah, it's gravel, but yeah.
Does anyone have a decent enough survival to look for prints?
The door has become ajar.
There are a very small jar. There are prints everywhere. Can't make any sense out of them. None of them look like anything but boots, though. They don't look like
Okay.
fisherman feet.
Are there any other flashlights in the shed?
Yes, you can all be equipped with a torch now. Electric torch.
Nice.
Perfect.
Okay.
See, my question wasn't dumb.
When you walk in, it's got an entryway, and then a desk. It's obviously probably security, and then a bunch of doors. You poke around enough to figure out which way is the cafeteria, which is the western door. There's a western door, 2 northern doors, and an eastern door.
Well,
Western
everybody's
door
hungry.
goes to cafeteria and barracks of some kind. Not a huge one. Just like 5 or 6 people could easily stay in here, or 10 or 12 could rotate. And then the eastern one goes to what looks like the communication room and probably the armory, lockers, and such. The showers and bathrooms are also west. The 2 northern doors, one opens up into an office area, and the other opens up into the big round, mostly empty area with the giant wall of bookshelves and books that you know is the secret entrance to the underground base, the underground prison.
Everybody's hungry, so why don't we check out the mess and then go from there?
Cafeteria has plenty of things you can eat that have not yet spoiled that are dry. Dry rations or non-perishable.
Is there any signs of struggle, anything here?
There is signs of struggle here. Things are tossed, broken that wouldn't have been from the storm this far in. There's old, dried, tacky blood, drag marks, but no bodies.
Where do they drag to?
The front door.
Okay.
It is a shame
The
that they
exit.
felt the need to fight over the foods.
I
think they were
directly to the pantry.
attacked.
There are also holes in the wall where rounds hit.
Any weapons laying around?
No, the place was left trash, but all evidence of people or the things people were carrying are mysteriously gone.
Such
Interesting.
violence over potatoes.
I mean,
They're Idaho gold, man.
everybody likes a good potato. Baked, a little cheese, a little sour cream, some butter, pepper. I'm hungry now.
It sounds like the baked potatoes that my mama and papa used to make back in the home country. I mean,
Not s-
state.
Not Stanley. Did you find any food?
Kentucky.
Kentucky, exactly.
Not Stanley, so rude. And no, Jim is sitting there eating another candy bar and a can of beans that aren't the cans of beans that are here. Jim seems to have a lot of just random food on his person.
I would like to walk around, brush off a couple of things, and just kind of walk and try to pick a couple of things that Dr. Franklin would eat. He's a very picky eater. Find a few things here and there, but if it's okay, I'd like to find a 3-week-old hush puppy somewhere tucked away in like the back of a refrigerator or under a napkin on a plate that's just been sitting out.
See if we can make that happen. Give me a cunning roll plus empathy. Do you have any points in empathy?
No.
Hold on.
Can I
Let
do-
me let
can
me
I-
peruse your sheets. and
Can
make
I
this
do
fun.
the enigma of the missing hush puppy?
Yes, let's do it. Let's do cunning plus enigma. No. Let's make this intellect plus enigmas.
Oh, so you're just
Where
gonna...
would they have kept the hush puppies?
Where do they... Yeah, if I was a hush puppy, where would I be? That's 6 successes for a hush puppy.
Wow.
You find
What stunts can I do on fried whatever hush puppies are?
you find the one fridge that still has power,
Oh,
and a pack of vacuum-sealed hush puppies inside of it that are fresh and delicious. You also figure out how to turn on the stove so you can reheat it properly, and you happen to recall the proper directions for reheating hush puppies.
I'm the best.
That's what you get with 6 successes.
Ow.
So I fry.
Doc's over there cooking a whole meal.
I fry up.
It's almost like Doc Franklin's smart and remembers things.
Yeah, just kind of by pure memory of seeing it once, I go through the process and I fry up, I don't know, like 15 hush puppies.
15 it is.
And drop them, pour them out. I'll put them on a plate and I'll bring them out to everybody. And it's like maybe 5-10 minutes pass, and I come back out with a plate stacked up with hush puppies. I found some edible food for us, and I'll put it down.
I put another candy bar down and I say, "Oh, thank God, I was starving."
The hush puppies are delicious.
When everyone eats them, Dr. Franklin will wait, and then with the very last one, he will pick it up and kind of hold it, look it over, kind of squeeze it a little bit.
You gonna eat that?
Yeah, I.
You know, Doc, if you don't want to eat it now, you can put it in a little baggie, carry it with you, and then when the moment feels right,
No,
you eat that thing.
Master Chief, I appreciate the thought of this moment for me, but my caloric value is depleted after our run-in with the Fishman, and I need to input energy into my body to be at maximum capacity going forward. So this is merely scientific in nature.
I'm just thinking if you held off on that to, like, say I was telling off my superior officer, Jim over there was punching the Fishman in the face or something like that. Just, I feel like that'd be the right opportunity for you.
You got 6 successes, you know it won't be the same experience cold.
I shove. Oh, is it funny? I take the smallest little nibble of hush puppy to try it out first. This grown man just nibbles this hush puppy. You're muted.
I was just saying.
If you allow me, I'm going to add something to Dr. Franklin that did not previously exist.
Go ahead.
You take that smallest nibble, and it's divine. It's the most divine thing you've ever eaten. Even more divine than your one guilty pleasure. The only thing you ever eat that is your guilty pleasure, which is canned chicken. You know the kind when you open the tin, it smells like death? That's your guilty
That's
pleasure.
my guilty
This
pleasure.
Is better than that.
Right. Okay.
That's disgusting.
What? I'm allowed one canned chicken on federal holidays.
Wait,
Unheated.
is this the one where it's like a whole chicken in like slurry?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Correct.
It's an entire deboned
Blended
chicken in a
chicken.
can.
Blended chicken in a can.
That's delicious.
This is better than that.
Oh wow. So I'll take that first nibble, let that sit, and then I guess just shove the rest of it in my mouth in one go.
Now you want more.
Dr. Franklin, aren't you
gotta watch your
supposed to
calories.
breathe first?
I might say that was the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. I could see why people enjoy this. I might have
Camera
one.
pans out.
I might have one next year.
What?
The camera pans out, and as you complete your lesser aspiration, the 4 of you are sitting around a table, being all cozy, eating hush puppies, all smiling and laughing, surrounded by blood and destruction. What would you like to do next?
Oh, you said the barracks were this way?
This area has the mess, the barracks, and the showers, bathrooms.
Yeah, I think we
By
should.
barracks,
out.
I mean for the ground staff, so there's enough room to hold, 12 dudes.
I think we should have that edit after, like, as it pans out of all of us sitting at one table with all the destruction around us. We could just edit, and we're kind of moving down the hall towards the barracks, probably.
Yeah,
Okay, that seems
new
like
scene.
that's where I would think to go, but we could go somewhere else.
No, we should check out this
Yeah.
area since we're over here.
The barracks are relatively undisturbed. It doesn't look like a lot of fighting happened here.
Any
When I say relatively undisturbed, I mean It does look like people came in here and grabbed stuff in a real hurry and left it messy, but it's not destroyed or a scuffle did not take place here.
Kind of rummage through everything. Is there anything useful? Any like
Survival
anything
plus
that-
cunning.
Oh, okay. Click. Click.
Oh, I just realized the names are slightly cut off. I'm gonna fix the dice roller a little bit.
Wait, hold on. I
There we
think. Okay. So, once per session, I want to go. Been here before. Like, just all military bases look the same. They're all sort of laid out the same. I mean, military base is a military base.
Correct.
But is it a military
Even a
base?
lighthouse, it's still a barracks.
Yeah, it's still a so.
You can, in fact, instigate your. What's it called? What's the name of it?
Been here before, so the entire time that we're in here for this session, I can I get a +1 enhancement to all my rolls.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, cool.
Nice.
3 successes.
3 successes. +1 enhancement on your next roll related to the base in any way. Search roll to the base in any way.
Okay.
You're just rummaging for anything that you might think is useful.
Like orders, somebody's like logbook, like MREs, ammunition, a stray gun, just something that.
They came in here to grab their weapons. However, their spare changes of clothing are all in here. You are able to find 4 vests that will each add a +1 to your ability to shrug off damage. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
Okay, cool.
+1 to your defense, which has to be overcome to hit you. So instead of a defense of 1, you all now have a defense of 2, meaning creatures need a minimum of 2 successes to hurt you.
Cool.
This will apply to stabbing and shooting, but not straight punching. Which I'll remember. Yeah, I have to remember, not you. No weapons in here because that would be in the armory.
Mm-hmm.
No orders in here, but you are able to figure out that there were 8 soldiers that rotated through these barracks.
Okay.
So there were 8.
Cool.
There were 8 soldiers that manned this part of the lighthouse, plus apparently the garages.
Which means there's 8 fishmen.
Minimum.
Why would there be 8 fishmen, Steve? I don't understand what you're talking about.
Oh, you know.
What, you think like they turned into fishmen? That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's outrageous.
Yeah.
Stranger things have happened.
It seems more likely
we
that the fishmen laid eggs in the 8 of them, and now there's like 300.
It's not a bad call either.
I don't.
Kind of what happened with the brain eels.
Well, I was going to say, like, based on our previous encounters with creatures from the depths, which we can assume now, having seen a fishman, that these are at least mildly related to, they seem to be some sort of parasite that can change a very human being's physical makeup.
I will.
Go
ahead.
Duck, I'm gonna need you to stow that kind of nonsense. I don't need you freaking out Jim over here with your crazy thoughts of 3,000 fishmen down there or something.
Honestly, guys, I didn't understand half the words out of his mouth.
See, now you're just confusing him. That's not helpful.
Or perhaps they were born with it.
It's definitely not 3,000 fishmen. Camera pans over to the scene from Aquaman. And then back to you.
3,000 fishmen. Oh, jeez.
I'll skip the showers and bathroom for you. There's nothing in there. So this side, you find nothing else especially useful or enlightening.
Okay.
We will jump to the armory scene because that's the next part that you'll actually go for, I'm sure.
Okay.
In the armory, you are able to find unused weapons. There are carbines in here, the kind that were used in this era. You need to have a minimum of 2 dots in the shooting skill in order to be able to use these properly.
Aim.
Who has that?
I have that.
Aim. I do.
Aim, yes. All right, you two are able to take semi-automatic carbines with reloads, which will never run out until it's dramatically appropriate.
Cool.
I have 2 dots in aim. Does that count for anything?
That means yes, you can also have one if you want, unless you want a smaller weapon because Alex changes costumes a lot.
I would like a smaller weapon, yes.
There are also sidearms here, standard U.S. Army issue 1953, which are semi-automatic also.
Awesome. And also, Alex has once again changed costume. I mean, you look and see Alex in an outfit that they had on this whole time.
Is it Army fatigues?
I was
Yes!
gonna say, yes.
It's the sunglasses that gave it away, right?
Yes.
Fatigues.
All of you with military-grade weapons, +1 enhancement if you succeed on your base roll
Cool.
to shooting. For you, Dr. Franklin, you actually find a field sample kit, which includes everything needed to take and test samples in the field and to complete first aid when necessary.
Yeah.
Including little morphine syringes, which might come in handy when you're drastically hurt.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm gonna take a carbine and a sidearm just to.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Same difference either way, but
Right.
jump for flavor.
I'll have that moment where one of them goes to like hand me one of the guns, and I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm not properly trained with those. I don't feel comfortable. However, I have been taking some pugilist classes at my local gym. I feel I can protect myself quite well.
Doc, take the gun.
No,
Doc, Doc, you see this end right here, and I point at the barrel.
Nope.
You put
I have the kit. I have the medical kit.
No, Doc. It's real easy. You just point and click.
So apparently there was one gung-ho Marine in this base. And you find his brass knuckles, which each of the knuckles has a little round piece almost as big as, an insignia ring with 4 or 5 various Marine symbols that will be embedded in your face if you get hit with it.
Okay.
They're actually kind of heavy.
I can use these.
Yes. +1 enhancement to your punching.
Okay.
Dr. Franklin, I had no idea that you could be so... not Dr. Franklin.
Well, Alex, I also did not think that I would be finding myself resorting to such crude and violent means, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I think everything I've ever feared is correct after Hawaii.
What would you like to roll if they vote for you? Because you must immediately roll something.
I don't even know.
Sometimes it's just fun to throw
It's just fun to throw them in
Yes,
there.
no need to vote on him then.
Yeah.
Larceny. Try and
While he's doing this,
Oh,
he's trying
can
to
I
act
do
all-
an integrity of some sort? An integrity to not take the gun, I guess. I don't know. That doesn't sound right. Just move on. It's just funny.
Yes.
It's just.
It was just perfectly timed. However, Alex, as he's making this speech and being all cool, he puts on the brass knuckles. He's got tiny little Dr. Franklin fingers, not big, meaty Marine fingers. And there's like this much space between his finger and the metal.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds about right.
You find nothing else useful on this side where they keep the armory and all the other assorted communications equipment, which is all trashed. Should tell you that. The communication room has been smashed, and there are what looks suspiciously like giant claw marks. And also weird slime everywhere. And it smells funny. And you find some very odd, flexible quills stuck in a wall.
Flexible quills.
That's weird.
You could roll on that, Dr. Franklin. That would be science plus intelligence.
I would like to do that, please.
when did a porcupine get in here?
Science and intellect? All right.
Yes.
3 successes.
You needed 1 base plus 1 for each of the 2 mysteries. You got exactly what you need. The quills aren't from a porcupine. You look at them and you're like, I know what they should be from, but that's impossible. And there's centipedes don't get that big.
I'm sorry. What now?
You know how centipedes have the frying bristles on them they stab you with?
No.
Those
I'm
if the
just.
centipede was 20 feet long.
No.
Centipede?
All right, now.
Or maybe a caterpillar. But They're like, they got water dripping out of them. An aquatapillar? That's not a thing.
So
No.
I'll relay this to everybody. It's like these seem like the front pincers and quills of a centipede. However, one of unusual large size.
How big are we talking, Doc?
Well, definitely more than 10 to 12 inches.
I look
I
down.
Inside
just
joke,
spit
folks.
on myself. Thank you.
I look down at the floor. Doc, I think I'm gonna need a bigger gun.
I give them a rough estimate of what I would say, like 20 feet, perhaps?
20 feet long, 6 feet wide.
Huh.
Got the bug repellent.
Oh, yes. In the mess, you also found plenty of empty pop bottles, soda bottles, whichever they called them back then.
Ah, right.
Well,
Gotcha.
pop.
Well, it depends on where you're from.
Which means, once you're done exploring this area, you can stop and make your crafting roll to successfully make exploding bottles. For Dr. Franklin, the slime is not from an aquatapillar.
Okay.
You don't know, it's like crab residue?
Crab residue.
But like the crab would have to be really big, and from the pattern on the floor, it would also have to be walking on 2 legs. That's nonsense. A very large anthropomorphic crab person.
So,
Doc, I don't like the things that you're saying right now.
I'm going to need to obviously
Ah.
find some files and research this more, but it seems as though we've seen with our own eyes a fish man.
Crabadoo. Crab residue.
Nope. Nope.
Carry on.
No. Nope.
Carry on.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Crabs don't leave residue.
About crab rangoon.
This one did.
This one does.
So,
This
we-
is not a crab. For
we've
those
s-
watching at home, you can find this monster in the book.
we've seen with our own eyes a fish man. We're looking at evidence with our own eyes of a 20-foot long insectoid, probably centipede of some derivaration, which is a word that I just made up.
Uh-huh.
And now we have some residue here that would come from some sort of crustacean.
Is this your hippopotamus?
This is, in fact, my hippopotamus. If we go off of the fact that we know that secret government facilities have been experimenting with cross DNA, wonder if this facility was working on human-animal hybrids.
Jim, you think 20 gallons of gasoline can burn this whole place down?
Oh, God, no. We need a hell of a lot more than that.
Okay. Just checking.
Perhaps we will find the shrews.
Well, you know what we could do, though, might help, is, well, if we properly place it, we might be able to cave the whole place in and then maybe use one of them Jeeps to knock down this lighthouse and just have the whole thing cave in on itself. But a doc will need to do some math because I just know how to blow stuff up. I don't know how to place them right.
I mean, Jim, I'm just gonna throw out that the basic layout size of this place was as big as, I don't know, an aircraft carrier. Just throwing it out there.
You ain't never dropped a lighthouse on an aircraft carrier before?
No, I was in the Navy quite a long time, and that never happened. All right.
That's why you need to join the that's why you need to join the Army, man. We got to do all that fun stuff. We got to blow shit up all the time. It was great.
No. All right. So, anyway, Doc, you got what you need out of here?
Take one last scrape of something off the floor into a vial. Yes, I think I'm finished here.
You have
And-
very strange hobby, Doctor.
Yeah, he probably collects like
Nope,
spores,
don't,
spores,
don't,
molds,
don't.
fungi.
Don't.
I thought he was fun guy, and then he started collecting the slimes.
God damn it!
And,
I
and,
Plus
deserve
one
that.
enhancement to your next roll.
and those wiggling plants. Just weirds me out, man.
So
All
And
that
the-
leaves
the
is
electronic equipment doesn't work. Like, there's nothing salvageable in
completely
here.
smashed.
Okay.
Which only leaves the office area and the lift down into the actual prison.
Pick up the office and then go to the other location.
The office will require an Enigmas plus intelligence roll to sort through these endless reams of military paperwork.
Did you say endless reams of military paperwork using
did.
enigmas and intellect?
I did. The doctor is so happy.
I am. This is the happiest you've ever seen, Dr. Franklin. J3 trillion billion septillion Googleplex gives advantage to the good doctor for fighting the puntastic puns.
So you have a plus one enhancement to your roll that has like 50 dice. Roll it.
+1 enhancement. Here we go.
All right, Doc, you have fun with that. I'm just gonna sit here and eat another candy bar.
Without saying any words, I'm just like, yep, and just
3 successes. That's plenty to find lots of things.
what I find.
It doesn't talk about what went wrong because, again, all the paperwork stops right before the incident. Because, they were occupied. They weren't taking notes while they were. But you can find lots of stuff about the prison itself. What would you like to know?
About the prison. Okay, so we find out that this is a prison.
Which you already knew. This is a secret underground prison,
Got it.
military prison facility for
Okay.
anthropomorphic non-humanoids.
Anthropomorphic non-humanoids. Okay, got it. 1. How many inmates?
273.
Are you kidding me?
And it was not at full capacity.
There was at least 273 anthropomorphic non-humanoids.
273 aquatic non-humanoids. Apparently it was more than just anthropomorphic, yes.
Huh.
Okay. Any notes on highly aggressive species being kept here, or ones that
All.
were causing trouble?
All.
Causing trouble, not in the traditional sense of prison riots, but dangerous creatures kept under extreme lockdown and or isolation? Why, yes. Yes, there were. There were a variety of what are described as gillmen and partially anthropomorphized gillmen here from the original Innsmouth incident of the 20s. There was also at least 1 aquatopillar kept here, 2 brain boxes, which is some kind of mechanical entity with an organic brain in it. It's like a robot. It's probably going to be a word for that someday, but you can't think of it right now because it's 1953.
Okay.
Brain machine.
No. I'm thinking like it would like eliminate things. That doesn't sound right.
1 robot shark,
Wait, let's stop right there.
not created
Laser
by
eyes?
the United States government. Apparently
It's a
recovered.
It's a s-
Apparently recovered from an abandoned city of, and I quote, oh goodness, hold on, my thing's scrolled. Atlantoids. An abandoned city of Atlantoids. Some kind of defensive mechanism, a robotic shark.
Does it have a freaking laser on its head?
I
Doesn't
don't
say.
understand. Atlanta is landlocked.
Also, several
hate you so much.
anthropomorphic sharks,
Okay.
a teenaged anthropomorphic shrimp,
Doc, I'm gonna need you to stop reading whatever you're reading.
No.
apparently every
no.
50s B movie ever kept their creatures here.
A teenage mutant.
Ninja shrimp, yes.
Some gigantic pill bugs,
Okay.
some extraterrestrial organisms from outside of this planet.
Ooh, I would like to circle that entry.
Okay,
Did they know how
3
to
of
phone
them.
home? That's the question.
some iguanoids,
Oh.
Guanoids, okay.
some crab people,
Okay.
Some Anurodons, which are frog people.
Okay. Wow. All right.
And one werelobster.
Doc, you keep reading, and Jim just gets more scared. You need to.
Is it a full moon tonight?
The vast majority of the inmates were Gilman, partial Gilman, or the frog people.
Okay. Which we've encountered one already, so
We don't know which, though. I don't know if it's partial, full, or frog person. She didn't get a good look.
Didn't get a good look. But we can deduce from that
information. It was not a
information.
were-crab or a shrimp person.
Right. Or a giant
Or a
centipede.
robot. Right.
We can deduce from
You
this information and our previous encounter that these inmates, at least partially, are loose in the facility and on the reef.
You said werelobster and I lost it.
I did say werelobster.
I died.
It's kind of like a
Okay,
crab, and maybe it
I
leaves
died.
residue.
Or maybe it residue.
Suddenly imagining the transformation process. Yeah.
Also, that's when it kicks in. The thing that you saw blatantly last session, but it didn't really sink in, apparently. You arrived at the dock with your escort. There were no boats at the dock. At all. All of the boats that the military uses to go to the mainland were missing.
Huh.
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 Guys, how many boats do you think they had, and how many of these things do you think could have?
The paperwork says they had 4 boats, all of which were troop carrier sized. As in, they could hold
200
standard
and-
ferry. Yeah.
270-ish some.
More of them, yes.
Okay, so we might not have too many of them things left here, at least.
You don't know. The rest of the paperwork talks a lot about how they were contained, the different procedures used to contain them. A lot of that's been destroyed and redacted, though.
Okay.
Of course it has.
Maybe they went home, decided to eat lots of fried chicken and watch TV. You don't know.
What about...
It was all kinds of fried food for brainies. They like French toast and hush puppies.
I was gonna say, which means they probably
French
are just
fries.
chowing down on hush puppies right now.
Perhaps the fish people wish to become the regular people, and they are living their day-to-day lives amongst the regular humans.
There are notes about that, and it says the original purpose of the weird cult in Innsmouth was to turn all the regular people into fish people, into gill people, so that they could return to the sea from whence humans originally sprang and be one with their great sleeping master. That sounds ominous.
That sounds.
And some kind of fish person city near the reef that was torpedoed in the 20s. Like an entire underwater city.
This is sounding a little scary, but maybe I'm just not comfortable with the phrase aquatic alien overlords.
Nailed it.
Jeez. Okay, so remind me once again, our goal here, our mission is...
Contain, if not possible to contain. Contain and rescue, if not possible to contain, call in reinforcements, which means a really big bomb.
Yeah. Find out what happened, contain or fix. If you cannot, contact superiors so they can blow the hell out of everything.
Okay. Can I look for any notes with maybe one last success, notes about the final days of the facility? Was there anything being done out of the usual? Were there experiments being done on these creatures? Anything
Only
like
one
that?
thing you can find. Strange sonar readings from what had been the destroyed underwater city that had been silent for 30 years.
How far
Suddenly
off the
started
reef
being
is that?
strange radar and sonar pings.
Hmm.
It's only, a half a mile out, but it's a long ways down.
Got it. Okay.
Perhaps we need a sandwich shop.
It's actually part of the reef because, a reef comes out of the water and then goes under the water and then comes out of the water. It's not one large. It's just like,
Mm-hmm.
that's why they're so dangerous.
Okay, so it's not far away distance, like straight line, but it's very deep into the ocean.
You would
Okay.
need a submersible to get there.
Okay. Great. Perfect. Awesome. That doesn't sound terrifying at all.
No. But
Oh, no one asked me why. Alex said the sandwich shop.
Why do you need a sandwich shop?
To rent a submarine.
Jesus.
You fell for that, Steve.
I did. I
You
thought
did
it was a
this.
thing. You know, I gave Sarah the benefit of the doubt on that one, and I
You
paid
should
the
know
price.
better.
I should
You
have.
did this.
At
That's
that
on me,
moment in
guys.
time, at that moment in time, Jim realizes that was a pun and puts the sandwich back in his pocket.
Where did it even come from?
Looks like it was meatball too.
huh.
Mm.
It's how I keep it warm.
Nope. 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 Nope.
He means the tinfoil. You're gross.
Just no. I'm just noping the concept all entirely.
It's like pocket pizza, I guess.
Yeah,
Right,
it's tinfoil.
pocket
It's in tinfoil, so it stays hot for a while.
Man, just stealing all of Eric's shticks. Mm.
I know, right? Steve?
Wait, Eric had this shtick of having food?
Not in this game,
Yes.
so you're fine. It was not in this
Jesus.
game.
Okay.
And the
You're
accent.
fine.
The accent and the food.
Okay, the accent only came about because Shawn was saying about making it southern and making it worse, so I did.
You succeeded.
All right.
Okay.
Thanking you kindly, sir.
Nothing more to be found in here that's useful.
Okay.
Go to the book room.
The book room is a disaster. The lift itself, it's supposed to be seamlessly flush with the floor.
Mhm.
It's tilted, parts of the concrete is broken, and it's like bent, and it's still sparking 3 weeks later. And
Huh.
everything in here has been erect, except the wall with the fake book pattern. Curiously untouched. That's
Oh,
convenient.
is it possible to get to the top of the lighthouse?
Climb up? Yes. You do that and find nothing interesting.
Okay.
That actually is just a lighthouse up there.
Okay. Then I guess I do the book sequence and open
Nothing
up the
happens
lift.
because the lift is trashed. It needs repaired badly.
Oh.
And
That's
you're going to need
unfortunate.
parts and tools that do not exist on the reef because that was the shed that got blown up.
Oh.
You're going to have to go back to the mainland, try to salvage what you need, and come back and fix the lift.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh man, I don't have
'Cause-
any of
because
these
we-
tools.
No,
I got-
We
I
have to
got
go
the
to
right
war with the
wrenches.
fishmen who are invading Innsmouth right now.
Hold on.
You know.
We
Possibly.
okay. Hold on. There has to be a way around the lift.
Well, I
Let's-
know.
It's
I
a
know
steel
one.
and concrete platform that's 15 feet wide on each side, 15 feet square.
What's it
Yeah,
supported
it's one of those
by?
things that like just goes down. You know, you've seen
Giant
them.
round piece of pneumatic steel.
Are there not the stairs?
Have you seen Resident Evil? Remember when they went in the hive? It's that.
I don't like this.
This is not a well thought out way in and out of a prison, no.
Doc, I'm gonna need you to make a list of all the things you're gonna need to repair this thing.
You feel like there probably is an emergency exit, you know, under the water with a submarine that you don't have and couldn't get to. In fact, you don't feel like it. There is. You found the blueprints of the place.
So, the emergency exit is underwater with the submarines.
Correct.
So,
We just lost somebody too. We lost Devin.
Yeah.
Your video died.
No.
No.
All right, let's see if it's just that. Yeah, I don't know why it just stopped.
Random.
There we go.
It's okay.
And
You're
I'm
good
back.
now. I just have to switch you two around.
Yeah.
We're good.
So,
He had to pick his nose.
I got a question for y'all. Who can hold their breath the longest?
That will not work. Good thought though, but no.
Aw. Does that give me a point? Well, us a point?
No, but you can have a point to the rewrite pool for me forcing you back to the mainland like a dick.
All right. So now we're at 5.
Doc, got that list.
Yeah, I go through.
There is no way around that, Doc. That is the plot device.
Sure. That's fine. But what Master Chief is asking is, can I look through and identify what the actual problem with the lift is and know what we're looking for back on the mainland to repair this when we get back?
Yes, you know what you need. You just have to scavenge it, which would be dice rolls on the mainland.
Okay, no problem. Is there any way to do that with the parts that were back in the other bunker, like automobile
No, because
parts?
the parts you needed were in the shed that exploded.
Okay, just wanted to ask. Just wanted to cover all the bases.
And this is just me making sure we're gonna go back and still have a boat, right? The fishermen haven't done away with our ride yet.
You don't know. You let him get away. If not, you can swim a mile, right? A nautical mile, you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Against the current, you'll be fine.
Alex, could you set up a couple of
changes in the middle.
rando traps around to kind of trap this area in case somebody tries to come snooping around, tries to come back?
That is a good idea. I perhaps can trap the area.
Yeah.
So
Sounds good.
you want to set up what, tripwires with pieces of wood that will stab you in the stomach?
Or
That sounds like fun.
ignite.
You can, but like, what exactly are you trying to accomplish?
Molotovs.
No, wait.
Yeah,
Things that explode.
exactly.
But then they would explode the place you need to come back to.
It's
What
just,
if there are tiny explosions?
If there's
Yeah,
nothing
you know.
left, then we can just claim that the place burned down, and you should nuke it from orbit anyway, just because.
You
Just
could
like
also
Titan.
close the door that was open and reseal it with the electronic
Oh.
locking mechanism it had.
Why would we do something that makes sense?
yeah, I want to
That's
set
Tucker's
traps. What are you
job.
talking
so
about?
boring. Like,
Yeah,
why would...
That's dumb. That's really
If
dumb.
you can describe the traps you would like to lay, yes, you can roll survival plus cunning.
What you do now? What kind of traps?
We just need to know if this is Rambo traps or Predator traps or
Predator
probably
traps.
traps that capture, like nets that scoop up, or
you want snares. Okay.
yes, that's just in the capture the crab or the. Hey, so if they're half crab, half person, if you set out a proper human-sized crab trap,
Oh
it
my
would work
God.
the same way.
That you can't. That would take too long to set up. However, you
No.
can find
Walk
enough
away.
netting to
No,
hold several
that's-
100 pounds of weight.
No, I refuse to accept that. That's the answer. Person-sized crab trap. Let's go home, guys. We won.
This is how we solved all of our problems.
Oh no, we
Also-
got in. How do we get out?
there's-
I
there's-
don't know.
There's one were lobster and 272 not were lobsters. So, saying.
It's okay. A were-lobster
Well,
trap will
we'll set-
still work.
Right. We'll set the trap once. We'll capture that one. We'll reset the trap after we kill the fisherman that's inside. I mean,
Alex,
273. That'll take like 2 weeks tops.
you can roll for your snares.
Yay.
Human-sized
What would
crab
you-
traps will not work.
Ah.
These
I feel
creatures
like-
have
you know what?
human-level intelligence. Some of
We
them are
have-
smarter than you.
We have 5 in the dice pool. I feel like it should work.
I want to. Can I assist somehow? Partly because I
You
just
can roll
don't
yours
trust
first,
her.
and if you succeed, she gets a +1
Yeah.
enhancement. Alex gets a +1 enhancement.
Yeah.
Survival plus.
Cunning, but let Jim roll first because he wants to try to aid you.
Because
Same
I
roll
don't-
for you, Jim.
Because I don't trust you to do it right. 3 successes.
Excuse you.
So
No,
you get
that's
+1
my
enhancement on your roll.
That's just my character. My character does not trust Alex. Remember?
That's fine. My character doesn't trust you either.
That's fine.
Bitch.
Snappy comeback. You dropped the mic on that one. That was
Nailed it.
hardcore. Roll it.
Snailed it.
Uh,
It wasn't me. That was him.
That was him.
Okay. Modifier 1? Or no?
No, modifier is only for extra dice. Enhancements you just
Okay.
add yourself after you see if you succeed.
Oh!
Oh.
So, +2 dice to the rewrite pool, and you set all of your snares masterfully, Alex. It's the best snares.
Oh, God.
Rewrite
Yeah,
pool is at
the
7,
best
max is
snares.
out at 12. And you start heading back to the jetty.
Dr. Franklin, watch where you step.
Your work here is done, and you all go to leave. And starting with Jim,
I would like to lock the
Dexterity.
door.
I need dexterity plus survival rules.
Oh no. This is going to end very, very poorly.
Oh yeah, because my rolls in these are always the worst. And all
right.
2 successes.
Master Chief, same thing. Alex.
Hooray!
Oh no. Survival index. Oh boy. Okay. In the word of, wait, which character was it? Oh jeez.
Oh jeez, Rick, I don't know.
Whoa!
And Dr. Franklin.
Thanks, guys.
Don't die.
Thanks,
Here
guys.
Dr. Franklin.
Here comes. Oh,
Hey, I
Oh,
got it a
look at
success.
The writer's pool is now up to 11. 10. Up to 10.
Okay.
3 successes was the magic number. Alex, you're walking out and you hear Snick, Shrick, Creak, what the hell? And you turn around and it's like the scene from Return of the Jedi with the 3 of them. And as you're like, oh no, it snaps and falls to the floor and leaves them all in a heap because that was a very badly built snare.
Now, I told you what you were supposed to do to make these things right, and you didn't listen.
The rest of your snares, you're sure, are perfectly fine, though.
What are you talking about? I did not place that snare. I placed other snares. The ones
Alex?
that work.
Alex,
Yes.
he just stares at you.
I just
Like-
pull a churro out, and I just start going, this is why I was supposed
Jim?
to do this.
Jim?
Floppy churro.
No.
Couple jelly beans fall out of his pocket.
Everybody out of the building.
Master Chief, you were able, without a roll, to successfully seal the door because you have the instructions in your packet.
Okay.
You're sure the rest of the snares are perfectly fine and will not go wrong and capture all the escaping guards.
Right. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
You
Everything's
make
fine.
the long walk back to the jetty. This time the plant life is not squirming and moving. That was only in the storm. Or maybe you imagined it because it was a high-stress situation.
It's possible.
Including the one in your sample. It just looks like a flower now.
Okay.
You get to the dock, and your boat and your guide are still waiting for you. He's actually in the cabin, kicked back with his feet up, snoring loudly.
Huh.
Didn't see that one coming.
Hey, Captain. Gonna need to get back to the mainland.
He starts up the boat.
I wonder if he's aware that there's more than.
What'd you say, Dr. Franklin?
I hope that he's aware that there's more than just grunting to communicate with
Did
people.
you say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
I want to search the boat and search around the boat.
He
Like,
gives
look in the
you
water
the
around
stink
boat.
eye when you try to go anywhere that isn't on the main deck. He's like, no,
All right, look.
no,
There was Captain.
no. This is my boat.
Right.
You're not going
and
down there. Sit down.
there could be something on the boat because there was something up there and it ran away. So there could be something on the boat. Just
Nothing
want to
snuck
check it
onto
out.
my boat.
You were sleeping when we came up here.
He moves his seat, and you realize that the hatch that goes below deck was under his seat.
Larry, I think he actually knows this time. He
Maybe.
knows things.
He does not let you go into the lower decks unless you force the issue, and then he will punch you.
Is there
So,
anything?
Captain,
Kind of want to look around outside the boat too while Alex is.
You don't see anything suspicious hanging on for dear life as you go through the water.
Okay.
how long have you had this boat? And
You
how
asked me
long
that
have-
on the way here. But you did. Somebody did.
How long you've been fishing?
Might not have been Alex, but somebody did.
I am I don't remember. It was so long ago.
He told you his whole life it was his daddy's boat.
Oh, duh. I knew that.
All of his answers were my whole life and to every question.
I do remember the now that you mention it. I mean, he didn't say it often, but
Most of the time, he just flat ignored you.
I think you can. I think you can charm him.
You
do
arrive
it.
back on the mainland, and as you pay him, he says, and then walks away.
he is the most eloquent man I have ever seen.
He has such a way with words.
Yeah, I'm sure he's great with traps too, right?
Jeez.
I don't
Do you
see
think
what that's
you
got
could
to do
do
with
better?
anything.
No, it's not my job.
As you're busy arguing this point, you all stop and look up as you disembark the boat and do a double take. The storm smashed Innsmouth. The buildings are smashed, streets have been torn up, and there's just mud left in its wake. Some of the docks are gone. There's capsized boats. It doesn't look great.
Oh.
Huh.
You don't see a lot of people either. Still a handful, but it's very empty and eerily quiet.
Is the hotel okay?
You don't know. That's pretty far away. You'll have to walk there.
Is
We
the hardware store okay?
Also nowhere near the docks.
We should probably walk back to the hotel and make sure everything's okay.
You make your way back to the hotel and you pass only a scattered handful of people, where this was a lot of people the previous day or earlier in the day. And the people that are there get out of your way and go in their houses and slam their doors. You don't know where all the rest of the people went, but as you go deeper into the town, the damage doesn't abate. It doesn't get a lot worse, but it also doesn't get much better. You arrive back at the hotel and you can see that all of the lights are on and there's more cars around it. It occurs to you that perhaps a lot of these people have sheltered down in places that were safe from the storm. The hotel, the churches, the fire station. The big mansion.
Go inside.
You go inside and there's a lot of people in here, most of them just sitting around in the lobby looking lost. You feel stared at as you walk past them.
There was like a hotel owner or something, wasn't there?
There's a front desk clerk, yes.
Yeah. So
There is a different front desk clerk here.
hell of a storm, huh?
Man, what a doozy. Glad to see you guys are okay.
Yeah, it was.
How's the lighthouse?
It was great. It was great. We took a couple pictures.
Is
had
the
a
light still
picnic.
working?
That's
That's what they sent you out here for, right? You said you're here to fix the lighthouse.
Right. We needed to come back to the mainland to get some equipment to fix the light.
Yes,
'Cause
we
it's not
have
working.
got the parts.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, you could go down to from somewhere in the lobby, and his eyes go dart over there and dart back, and he says, "The hardware store. They probably have everything you need."
What was? I feel like you weren't going to say hardware store.
Well, I mean, where else would you get stuff?
I don't know. Who? Do we know who went?
You turn around and look, and a lot of suspicious glares, but I mean, it could have been anyone. Also, remember I said some of the people look slightly odd?
Mm-hmm.
There's more of them now. And a few that look even more odd.
Like, there's more just continuing to show up consistently?
No, I think he
These
means
people are sheltering here because there was this big storm. This is one of the safe places.
Okay.
in general, more of the people look more messed up.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And some of them look more odd than the ones you had seen before.
This
The
whole
ones that look more
situation-
odd have eyes that are even larger and farther apart and dilated ridiculously. And their skin is oddly colored and mottled and very wrinkly and like hangs on the bones. And their noses are more dramatically ridged, like Joran from Star Trek. Remember those people from
Mhm.
Space Nine, the one that no one talks about? Not as dramatic as Klingons, but still very ridged. And they have weird neck bulges.
This whole situation seems rather fishy.
But
Does
Too
it
late,
smell-
Dr. Franklin.
Does it smell bad now?
No.
Like fish?
Well, the town smells like rotten wood and wet everything and mud, but no, it doesn't smell like fish.
Okay.
Also, the guy at the front desk quickly changes the subject from Master Chief's suspicions and says, "Heck of a storm. Hopefully you were. It's a good thing you were paid ahead because the bridge is washed out. There's no way to get out of here until they fix that."
Huh? That's inconvenient.
Yeah. Also, the phone lines are down. Must have snapped the cable because it went under the bridge.
Totally unsuspected. Huh? Wow. That's a hell of a pickle. And I don't like
Anyway,
pickles.
you have a nice day.
What? You say something about needing a pickle? I'll pull a pickle.
No.
Out of my pocket.
God damn it, Jim.
Not just a pickle, one of those big, fat, garlic canned pickles.
The good kind.
Alex. Okay.
Yes. The-
You talk to you outside.
Alex
Yeah.
takes a 6-inch step to the left.
yes.
kind of lean into Alex. That guy knows something. We need to know what he knows.
Jim, he knows about the foods. What do you want? Oh, you're talking about Fishman. The man of fish. The man who looks like a fish.
Or the desk
The
clerk.
the fishman.
The-
Oh, the desk clerk.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think he knows?
That's what I need you to find out.
Oh, I thought you knew that he knew something, so you wanted me to talk to him and find out what you knew that he knew.
Right. Yes.
So you know.
No.
No. You do not know, but you wish to know, so you want me to know, so I can tell you, so that you know.
Yes.
Okay, I can do this thing.
Thank you. Jesus Christ.
That also all needs to be done where all they did was turn around in the exact same spot they were in,
Yes.
and just in
No,
you know
it was 6 inches over and
Yeah.
then turned around.
right, and like
Yeah,
the clerk is in the background of the shot, but he can't hear a thing because if you talk away from somebody in a movie, they can't hear you.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
That's how that works.
Right.
That is exactly how that works.
What would you like Alex to do here?
Seduce the desk clerk.
Or just, chat him up.
But what
take
if
him
the
aside.
desk clerk isn't into Kentuckians?
I don't. She is anything. So just do the secret agent thing. Just do the thing. Do the thing with the thing.
Okay,
You know,
Alex is now dressed as a very rich vacationerite. I don't know what the word is for it.
Make a intelligence plus enigma roll, Alex.
Oh god. Is that
Uh-oh.
something I don't have? Something I somewhat have. Click, dang it. Oh, okay. There we go. Wait a second.
Wait a second.
So in reference to the you want to know what he knows, but you don't know, even though you want me to know so that you can know.
Mm-hmm.
After that confusion, Alex goes, I'm sorry, it's my yeehaw blood.
Jim, did she get your vote? That's quip.
Oh, that's a quip? Yeah.
Yes, that's a quip.
Master
Yeah.
Chief,
You have your yeehaw blood.
did she get your vote, Master Chief?
Yes, I need her to do the thing.
Dr. Franklin?
He's at my
Roll it.
mercy.
Also, remember, you're really close to the end of the session, and you haven't used any of your massive pool of rewrite dice.
Yeah, we
Oh,
now
yeah, I
have
forgot
10.
about that.
But 2 is enough for this. This wasn't the roll to do anything to him. This is just a roll to tell you they hate outsiders. Looking more outsider isn't going to win anyone's favor.
Great. Okay,
If you want to use a disguise to successfully sway him to your side, you need to actually leave and come back maybe looking a little odd.
I can do that.
which is going to be let's see. Culture plus composure. Do that.
Culture plus composure.
You'd have a Boston accent.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Damn. Yep.
5 successes. All right. So when you make your roll to actually persuade him, you get +3 enhancements.
Wow.
Talk about
Sweet.
being from Boston, eh?
First, let's hear what you actually say to him when you walk up looking like a slightly fishy person.
Babushka?
That was actually in my head, the babushka.
We dance the babushka.
No. You don't dance the babushka. You are the babushka. Means grandmother.
Yeah.
So you're saying
Unless
that
you're
you
Fester
dance,
Adams, then you dance the babushka
Yeah, right.
you dance the grandma
all
Right.
night long.
all night long, all night. Okay. Anyway,
That's Lionel Richie. Different thing entirely.
I mean,
So-
Lionel Richie could be a babushka. You don't know.
Sure.
Anyway. Okay, so what exactly are you wanting to know so I know how to formulate this?
He was gonna say something. We could get something from somewhere, but then somebody's like, "Ah."
From
and then he was like, hardware store. I want to know what he was going to tell us. Otherwise,
Okay, so I'm not necessarily tricking him. I'm tricking the onlookers.
No,
Well,
you're
you're-
convincing him you're not Alex and you're one of the locals, and I don't know, whatever you want to say. What did they want or something?
Okay,
This is a for real disguise this time.
so I have a cane, and I'm hobbling up. What are those strange people, and what do they want?
Oh, Mrs. Hockenmeyer, I didn't know you were here. I thought you were at the church. Oh, you mean those government agents?
Yeah, what are they even doing in a small town?
I don't really know. They say they're here to fix the lighthouse, but you know.
They're here with the newfangled things and the thingamabobs and they're bringing the phones and the electricities and good lord, look at my scarf is falling off. I'm so anxious. Tell me what's going on.
All right. Persuasion. Persuasion plus composure. Or
I
manipulation, sorry.
if I can
Persuasion plus
compose
manipulation.
myself.
I was gonna say we all
There
have
is
to
no
roll composure
composure
right
here.
now. Oh.
Okay, persuasion.
Plus manipulation.
Damn it.
Exactly. Nailed it.
Plus old lady Pillsy.
Go away.
oh, you got rewrite pool too. So
Like she
It's okay.
needs
With
it.
the 3 enhancements, that's still 6. You don't need it.
okay, cool.
Jeez. Jeez.
Well, you know, they're government agents and they're there for the prison that we're not supposed to know about. So obviously they're there. Maybe they're relief. I don't know. They're looking
There's a
for
prison?
equipment. Well, everyone in the town would know that.
There's a prison. I forgot my medication for my memory again, and that's why I need to know what you're talking about. Cause
Well, it's a good thing you'll complete the conversion soon, and then aging won't be a problem.
yeah, I've been waiting for that. Can you remind me what the?
He looks at you kind
conversion-
of funny, and he says, "I don't know. They were looking for parts. I was gonna direct them to the old mansion where all that equipment is that nobody ever used, but then I forgot that we shouldn't be sending them there. So
Oh
sent it
yeah,
to the
don't
hardware
send
store.
them to the mansion.
yeah, the old marsh place.
Don't send them to the marsh place.
Are we still in there or do we leave?
You
I
obviously
thought we
because
were
she did that, you're
gone,
still in
but
there.
You know what?
Oh
Yeah.
god.
It's
Just-
fine though. Even if they did find it by themselves, the Church of the Wave Ascendant wouldn't let them in.
Yeah, the Church of the Wave. Yeah.
Well, it's good talking to you, man, but I gotta get back to work. You have a nice day.
Thank you. You're a really good boy. You tell your mama I said hello, and she pinches his cheeks. Come here, let me give you a kiss.
He very hesitantly leans forward and then deals with it like it's his old aunt.
Ew. Okay, you behave yourself and don't talk to the government agents too much. You get in trouble, you're a good kid.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And after you note that information, that's where we pause for the session.
Sarah, you're too good at being like an old grandma right now.
What?
It's kind of an insult.
Phrasing.
I think, maybe.
I believe what he meant is you're really, really good at being
You're really good at acting.
the perfect Boston native.
Just.
I don't even know what that was.
Oh.
It was Old Lady Pilsy.
Oh, jeez.
That was your Pilsy voice with an old lady attached.
Okay, you got those notes, right, somebody?
Yep.
Yes,
Excellent.
it's all hidden at the Marsh Mansion.
Church of the Wave Ascendant.
Church of the Wave Ascendant.
Church of the Wave.
Pretty sure it's not that kind of wave. That's okay. Well, dear viewers, you've reached the end of this session, but have no fear. This game will continue every week right here, starting at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern. Tune in next week for more exciting shenanigans. It's sure to be very similar. But we're not quite done for tonight. First, they got to vote on their favorites and get bonuses. Votes can take one of two forms. They can get a bonus die to any roll, or they can gain a half an experience point. Jim, who's your favorite and why?
I'm going to have to go with the good doctor for giving us all those tasty hush puppies that he finally ate and has a new
Nice. Master
new
Chief.
devilish delight.
Master Chief, who and why?
Sarah, because she totally
Sounds
made
perfect.
up for Alex.
The snare.
Yeah, the snare.
Doc Franklin.
Alex, without a doubt. Because she would have won it regardless just for human-sized crab traps. And then that last scene, yeah.
And Alex.
Oh God. Oh man. Oh God. It's so hard to decide. Crap. The churro got me.
So he gets it?
If he must.
All right.
And I
Jim, what are you going to do with your vote? Half a point or
half a point.
What about you, Doc?
I have a point.
And what about you, Alex? Can you take that full point?
Yeah, why not?
Additionally, +2 experience, 1 for attending, 1 for making great progress, plus any short-term aspirations that at least one of you accomplished.
So I actually did both of my short terms. I tried a hush puppy and I read the secret base's files.
That is correct. You got 4 XP this session. At least one of you did something else. Or no, Jim wanted to punch the fish man, not the Master Chief. Right, never mind.
Yeah, and that was the one thing I
Didn't get to do.
I was debating
Alright.
just turning around and saying screw the lock and killing or going for
Just
him. but
punching him.
You will have plenty more opportunities.
That's what I thought.
Okay, well, it appears the fire is burning low and we need to gather more wood to keep the night from closing in on us. Dear viewers, we will catch up with our badly dubbed but fan favorite B-movie heroes next week. Scream Queen and Kings, tell us what you're up to for the rest of this week and next week until the next Wednesday.
At Space Lord PJs, we'll be running the recap show tomorrow, and then on Friday we're doing Descent into Avernus again. So that'll be a hell of a good time. Also, check out our website, purpletales.com, for new updates.
So, yeah, I know. I'm sorry, just so many things that scrambled. But anyway,
It's because she took off the glasses.
it's exactly it. No, but you can find me messing around with the Instagram for Vorpal Tales and the Facebook, and you can find me running my business, Neat and Co Designs. And then on Monday? I don't even know the days of the week anymore. You
Monday
will
is
find me.
correct.
Yay, thank you. It's okay, I kept thinking today's Thursday. You'll find me playing Mutants and Masterminds with the lovable but kind of derpy angel superhero Nightingale. And pretty soon, something else.
Gasp.
Le gasp.
I think that's me next. Hi, once again, I am Steve. You can find me here on anything we do here at Vorpal Tales. Tomorrow, I'll be joining in tomorrow with Shawn's recap show, playing on Friday, descending into Avernus for that hell of a good time. And then I will be running on Monday for the Mutants and Masterminds, so you can see me throw all sorts of supervillains at that lovable angel, Nightingale, along with the Siberian and Dr. Eventide, and a special guest.
Special guest.
Our other player, who's not here right now. Also, you can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade. Go!
So you'll be
I
able to
believe
find,
you mean the cyber ninja.
Gasp.
you'll get to find me here next week with the rest of Vorpal Tales and Onyx Pathways. If you want to send me anything before that, you can find me on Twitter, Sword of Solid. Other than that, if I see you, I'll probably ask who you are and how you know me, because I'm not going to be around much during the interim.
Sounds like a splashingly good time for all. I myself and in all the things Vorpal Tale does, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Come see us for more. They're all awesome. And starting the 29th, I'm going to have some Mage Technocracy awesomeness with the new soon-to-be-released Kickstarter book. It's going to be great. You can also find me deep in the depths of creepypasta and everywhere online as Eldritch Echoes. And remember, follow us here on Onyx Path and also our Twitch channel, Vorpal Tales. Then head over to YouTube for past episodes. Like and subscribe and leave us a comment because your support helps us keep this going. And now we must leave you because we have to convince the poor lady out there that the tomato that tried to eat her family pet is not actually dangerous. Good night.